Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. Now, I hope you're ready for a great week. I'm ready for a very, very busy week. You see, I will be working at the Cardinals on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Tomorrow, I'll be in Nashville shooting a Dodge Ram commercial with Eric Church. And then on Saturday, I'll also be in Nashville, again, hanging out with Eric Church. So, it's going to be a lot of baseball and Eric Church. If you didn't know, I actually now work for the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm up in what they call the Budweiser Terrace. That's the part of the field, the highest part there. You can see me right there on the field. And there's a bar up there. You can come up there pregame when gates open, so an hour and a half on weekdays, 2 hours on weekends. Come hang out up there. It's the only place in the ballpark you can get a beer for just $5 at the top. So there's a lot of cool people hanging out. And of course, I'm giving away prizes and having games, and it's just a really good time. So come hang out with me and we can yell, "Go Cards" together. You know what else is huge right now? Those Blues, right? Big Blues playoff push. Now, I have been comparing this season to 2016 for so long because in 16, the Blues took on the Sharks for the Western Conference Final, and they split the first two games, they split the second two games, and then the Sharks went back-to-back wins and eliminated the Blues in 6. Well, if you were watching last night, the Blues proved this is not 2016, that 5-0 win, which was pretty awesome. Now, of course, all of this came after losing due to a hand pass in Game 3. Then the Blues won 4, and they won 5. There's that hand pass right there. You can totally see it. The thing is, in the NHL, that's not a reviewable play. We're going to get to the point where, everything is reffed by computers, but right now that's not a reviewable play. So they lost in Game 3, and now they won yesterday. So, fingers crossed, they are bringing that home on Tuesday. Hopefully, they can finish this out and then go on to play for the Cup. And for most people, myself included, if they go to play for the Cup, that'll be the first time that's ever happened in my lifetime. So that would be pretty cool to see that go. And of course, I'm pretty excited for Binnington. So Jordan Binnington is the goaltender. Don't tell anybody, but I've never been a huge Jake Allen fan, and I felt like Jake Allen was always a good backup. Right there is Binnington. He came up as a rookie this year. He's already surpassed the amount of playoff wins for a Blues goaltender. And I have kind of a fun story about him. So probably 3 or 4 years ago, my sister and I were out with some friends, and I dropped them off somewhere, and my sister and I were going home, and this man jumps in the back of my car. And of course, as two females do, when a man jumps in the back of the car, you scream, "Get out of my car, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Aren't you my Uber?" "No, I'm not your Uber, get out of my car." And so he's like, "No, you're my Uber." And he goes, wait, you're Angela. At the time I was working for the Blues, I'd worked there for 11 years. And I was like, "Yeah, who are you?" And he's like, "I'm the backup goaltender." So now I love cheering for him because the fact that he just called himself the backup goaltender 2 to 3 years ago and now is taking care of everything in playoffs is pretty awesome. And of course, everybody's getting in on Gloria. That is the Blues post-game victory song. Well, City Hall joined in the fun to show their support. Take a look. I mean, you gotta say, guys, that song. Okay, guys, you have to say that song is still pretty catchy, and I hope we get to hear that a lot more. Now, over here to my left is some alcohol and a lot of gorgeous jewelry from the Diamond Bar. Chris Phillips, the owner of the Diamond Bar, is here. Later on the show, he's gonna tell us what all of this is about. Why is there jewelry mixed with alcohol? I don't know, but it sounds like a great plan to me. We're gonna hear all about the unique way they do things and also check out some of this awesome jewelry. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. So when you think of sexy accents, what comes to mind? For me, maybe a North Carolina accent, something Southern. Well, how about St. Louis? Yeah, apparently St. Louisans have an accent. I don't think I do, but that's what they say. And get this, it's among the top 10 sexiest in the U.S., according to a recent survey. The Big 7 travel website polled its 1.5 million readers to come up with their list of the top 50 sexiest accents in the U.S., and St. Louis came in at number 9. So what is it about the way we talk that makes us unique? Can we swap out an AR sound for an OR sound? So farty instead of 40, although I don't say that. And carn instead of corn, I also don't say that. I think it's more of like the chingy thing, like right there, you know, like that kind of thing. Maybe that's what they're talking about. But I posted this actually on Facebook and said, I don't have an accent. And literally every friend of mine who lives in the South was like, yeah, you have a very, very, very Western accent. Now, if you could use some gardening tips and advice, you'll want to mark your calendar for the St. Louis Urban Gardening Symposium. There will be experts in several fields leading a series of 50-minute workshops that cover everything from planning, planting, and caring for a garden to the benefits of native plants, attracting birds, butterfly gardening, that's real, and so much more. The symposium will be held on Saturday, June 1st at Brightside St. Louis Demonstration Garden. Check-in begins at 8:30 and the workshop starts at 9. You can register online at brightsidestl.com. And Brightside St. Louis Demonstration Garden is less than a mile away from the Missouri Botanical. So after the symposium, head on over to the Botanical Garden for the Green Living Festival. You can find out what it really means to be green at this event. Experts will be offering tips and tricks for living a greener life, and the kids can get in on the fun with recycled art activities, solar oven s'mores, and more. The 18th annual Green Living Festival will take place Saturday, June 1st from 9 to 4 at the Missouri Botanical Garden. For more information, check out mobot.org/greenlivingfest. The St. Louis Metro Market is back on the streets, bringing fruits and veggies at an affordable cost to food deserts throughout the area. Missouri Care sponsors this grocery store on wheels, and it's giving residents the opportunity to earn Missouri bucks to use them at the market by completing a health screening. Metro Market is also offering a Double Up Food Bucks program for shoppers with supplements, a nutrition assistant program to help double their money on all the produce they can buy. You can keep track of where this is going to be at the Metro bus and where it will be stopping next, following them on Facebook or stlmetromarket.com. All right, who doesn't love the 90s? If you're trying to relive your favorite decade, the 90s Jam is happening this Memorial Day weekend. From throwbacks to snapback hats, this event will give you all the dopest vibe. See what I did there? Grab your friends and your 90s gear and get ready to party all night like it's 1999. Start your weekend off right at the 90s Jam this Friday, May 26th at the Ready Room, located in the Grove neighborhood. For more information and tickets, visit thatnindysjam.com. And get ready for the 28th annual St. Louis African Arts Festival, happening all Memorial Day weekend long. Come celebrate the rich contributions of African and cultural experiences. Enjoy authentic African cuisine, shop the marketplace for art and traditional clothing, get entertained by live performances and cultural demonstrations. This is a family-friendly event for all ages and even has children's activities. And the best part of the event is it's totally free for everyone. The St. Louis African Arts Festival is starting this Saturday, May 25th through the 27th from 10 to 6 at the World's Fair Pavilion in Forest Park. For more details, visit stlaaf.com. Now, we can all agree that Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer, but it's also the kickoff to summer zoo weekends and Jungle Boogie. Stay a little longer from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to take advantage of the extended zoo hours. Friday nights, you can enjoy free live music from 5 to 8 at the popular Jungle Boogie. There are happy hour specials for the adults, fun animal-related activities for the kids, and make sure you get plenty of pictures while you're there so you can get in on the St. Louis Zoo Day Instagram contest. Just upload your pic while you're there for a chance to win a Famous Footwear gift card and be entered for the end of summer grand prize. They've got so much going on this summer, and you can learn all about it at stlouiszoo.org. And make sure you get plenty of pictures while you're there so you can get in on the St. Louis Zoo Day Instagram contest. Just upload a pic while you're there for a chance to win a Famous Footwear gift card and be entered for the end of summer grand prize. They've got so much going on this summer, and you can learn all about it at stlouiszoo.org. And the zoo has a big birthday celebration coming up, and you're invited. Mura, a female orangutan, is turning 50, and the Great Ape Care staff have a birthday theme enrichment plan for her, as well as her daughters and dad. You can see what they have planned and meet a keeper to learn more about this critically endangered species. Mura's 50th birthday celebration will take place Saturday, June 1st from 9:30 to 2:30, and you can learn more about the ways to help save the orangutans at stlouiszoo.org/palm oil. Now, if you're still working on that summer body, I am, there's still time, and why not have a little fun while at it? The St. Louis Cardinals are hosting a Zumba fitness pregame class event at Busch Stadium this Sunday. With your purchase, you will get admission to the Zumba class, tickets to a game, and receive an exclusive Cardinals tank top. Get on the moving and grooving at the Zumba fitness party at the park this Sunday, May 26th from 4 to 6:30 at Busch Stadium. Details on this event can be found at cardinals.com/Zumba. Now, if you have little ones in your life, you'll know who I'm talking about when I say the pigeon is coming to town. A new exhibit inspired by the popular children's book author and illustrator Mo Williams is about to open at the Magic House. The Pigeon Comes to St. Louis, a Missouri Mo Williams exhibit, will feature many of his most beloved characters, including Best Friends, Elephant and Piggy, Knuckle and Bunny, and of course, the pigeon. There are tons of activities and play to learn exhibit. It will all feature prints and illustrations and sketches from Mo and the tips and techniques for you to make your very own art. The Pigeon Comes to St. Louis opens May 25th and will be at the Magic House through September 8th. You can learn more at themagichouse.org. The Down Syndrome Association of Greater St. Louis is gearing up for a Run for 20 run race to help raise funds for the awareness of Down syndrome in St. Louis area. The 5K plus a little extra run for 21 is a 3.21-mile course through the beautiful Forest Park and ends at the organization's annual Step Up for Down Syndrome celebration. Now in its 10th year, the festival will feature tons of family fun with bubble bus, rock climbing wall, petting zoo, bounce castles, crafts, carnival games, and more. Satisfy your hunger at the on-site food trucks and get your groove on with music by Rock 21 bands and the DJ. Run for 21 and Step Up from Down Syndrome will both take place on Sunday, May 2nd in Forest Park. You can find out all the details at dsagsl.org. And it's a new century at my favorite place here in St. Louis, the Muni. It's coming soon and it'll kick off with a brand new stage. Phase 1 of the second century renovation is complete with a new state-of-the-art stage, light bridge, stage towers, and air circulation system. We all need that here in St. Louis. The debut season of the Muni second century begins with Guys and Dolls on June 10th, followed by Kinky Boots, 1776, Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella, Footloose, Lerner and Lau's Paint Your Wagon, and Matilda. And what a great way to kick off their 100 years. You can find ticket information and more at themuni.org. It is absolutely the best place ever. I suggest you come hang out with the Muni and all my friends there. That's really my best place, but they need to bring Oliver back. I need to tell somebody about that. Now, it is my favorite part of the show. We get to introduce our guest. I have Chris Phillips, owner of the Diamond Bar, here with me. And Chris, I mean, first of all, you got my attention when you brought all this gorgeous jewelry out, but then you started bringing out alcohol, real alcohol, onto my set. So tell me a little bit about this concept of the Diamond Bar.
Yes, at the Diamond Bar, we create a more relaxed atmosphere. We have a fully stocked bar that we give away complimentary beverages for. And then we have jewelry, engagement rings, wedding bands, one-of-a-kind pieces spread throughout our bar, which is our jewelry cases, along with a few other showcases on the side, and just make a much more relaxed atmosphere for people to shop in.
So do I actually get my drink and I can sit like on top of where the cases are and like peer in at the jewelry?
Yes, so we have an L-shaped bar that is the jewelry case is built inside of, and so your beverage goes on top and you can sit in bar stools and just have a relaxed atmosphere as I play bartender and jeweler behind and educate you on how to buy jewelry and what it is that you're looking for and diamonds, and just give you good education so you know what you're purchasing.
Yeah, well, we talked a little bit before the show, and there's a lot more that go into the diamond business than just, I have this price point, get me a diamond.
Absolutely. There's small differences in diamonds make huge value differences, and even in set pieces such as tennis bracelets, diamond studs, there's value differences that make purchasing those much more in depth than what you see, normally.
So this complimentary drink is kind of to take the edge off of me when I go in there to purchase something, probably especially for a man who's maybe a little bit nervous about that first engagement ring.
Correct. Creating a much more relaxed atmosphere for him or her, and just giving them the ability to relax, even if it's not talking diamonds right away. Have a drink. We might have the Cardinals game on. Sit down in our comfy chairs, relax for a few minutes, and then let's get to, into what it is that you're there to purchase.
Now, what I thought was really cool that your wife mentioned before the show is, so there's a window in the back so I can see you work?
There is, yes. So my shop, we have a back patio. It's a 1,400 square foot back patio that overlooks the park for Town and Country. And I have floor to ceiling windows that you can see my shop in the back. So if I'm back there, you can see me making jewelry myself, or repairs, or just see the shop where most of our jewelry is made.
So you could actually create something very unique for that person who comes in to shop.
Absolutely. So we have a full shop. So if someone comes in and says, I want to blend these two styles, or I drew this on a napkin or a piece of paper, can you make this? And we can. We can make any piece. There's no limitations in our shop as to what we can do.
Why did you come up with this very unique concept of, kind of adding maybe like a more relaxed feel? Because for me, even as a female, when I go into a typical jewelry store, it's kind of like the library. Everybody's very quiet. I would like to talk about, and it's a little bit intimidating even for me. So is that kind of one of the reasons you did this?
One of the main reasons is to get rid of the intimidation factor, make it more fun for a shopping purpose, have that boutique style, but also have other clients that are in that's, there's 1 or 2 people or 3 people sharing, having a drink together and shopping jewelry and trying things on, and almost like you're a kid in a candy store where you get to have fun versus sitting in a chair, strictly looking at something and having to feel overwhelmed from the information given to you. So
it's just you and one other person at the Diamond Bar, so I might be able to see you if I come and show up.
Yes, I will be there every day during our office hours, Tuesday through Fridays, 10 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 4. You'll see me there every time you walk in. And I want that feel. I want clients to come in and get to know me, understand what it is that we do, our employee, Jess, as well. And we're all very knowledgeable in what we do, and we're there to help you and be as educational as we can be and transparent with our business as well. Well,
I love this, and you're really going to educate somebody on maybe why this particular diamond isn't as good as maybe this diamond, and maybe they want this. And we talked a little bit about before we came out here, and you had mentioned that you're not really looking to make that big sale right away. You kind of want to get customers that trust in you and believe in you and come for a lifetime.
Correct. Our business model is, if you're there for us to teach you and sell you an engagement ring, there's wedding bands, there's other purchases down the road, and business is done by word of mouth, and we want to make you a happy customer so that, we see you years down the road, along with bringing your friends in and shopping with them if you like as well.
And you said maybe down the road you're going to have some events, maybe some events for women to get their group of stuff coming out.
So after our grand opening, as we start to get our feet wet a little bit more, we'll have rosé and rose gold events for women. We'll have bourbon tastings for men to come in and educate them on diamonds.
Wait, can I test the bourbon too?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm
we'll
more
have
of a
men and women
drinker.
bourbon tastings.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. And just kind of have fun with it and create fun parties that are community based. Since we're in a park, we have the ability to enjoy everything around us versus just in our shopping center.
Yeah, we should talk about that. So you're actually like in the park. So
we are.
Your backyard, basically, of your store is this gorgeous, like, waterfall-y park atmosphere.
It is, yes. So Blacksmith Grove is built in Town and Country's brand new park, which the whole area is Blacksmith Grove. And we have a pond in the back with a waterfall. There's beautiful areas for seating and walking around. We have flowers everywhere, trees beautiful. And then this balcony that goes off the back of all of our stores that just opens up to all of this.
I love that. So in theory, maybe somebody could come purchase their engagement ring and get engaged right there in the park.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can set it up. We can set the store up where if you wanted her to walk in and we dim the lights and have one ring in the cases and walk out to do photos around the waterfall or the pond in the back or just the beautiful scenery.
I'm sorry, you got to tell that again because as a female who's yet to be engaged, that right there, that's like Sweet Home Alabama. That right there is like the dream where you walk in and like there's one ring in a case and you didn't know that's what maybe you thought thought you were going there to take a look at rings for down the line, but yet he's already prepared. So one more time, tell him about that cool thing that you can do.
So we can set the store up. We can have rose petals, or we can have one ring in the case with lights and specifically dim the lights just on that ring where she comes in and you can propose in the store. We can go out back for photos. We can do a champagne toasting. We have the ability to really create a customized experience for you.
That thing sounds awesome. I can actually hear people screaming about how cool that is over here in our studio, because that right there, like, that's the dream. But I know that we've been focusing a lot on diamonds, and you have some gorgeous diamonds here.
Yes.
Is there anything in particular you want to point out to me that you've brought out here with you?
Well, so we brought
Yes, that one. That's the one I like.
Different style engagements. I don't know if you guys can zoom in on this or not.
It's not going to fit my big finger, but I am sorry. This thing is gorgeous. This thing is beautiful. He's going to get a really nice shot of it. But what makes this thing, I was calling it glitter. I think you were calling it fire. But what makes it so sparkly?
So the fire and scintillation. Every diamond is cut differently. Every stone looks different. They're like snowflakes. There's no two exactly the same. So finding the right mix of quality for the diamond is what gives it that sparkle and scintillation.
Yeah, and I'm shining it up here on the screen because it's gorgeous. That's beautiful. And then you also, of course, we don't want to skip over men, because you have the men's. You brought a couple men's wedding bands.
We brought a couple different men's bands here, kind of one of a kinds. This one here is all hand engraved.
Oh, that's nice too.
Into the ring, just a nice little pattern.
That's a nice little. That's a good one.
And then just like a nice simple.
I'm gonna be all geared
yellow
up
gold
here.
hand hammered. We have a lot of different
men choices there.
Yes,
I love
we do.
that.
A lot of different men's styles in the store. Just a few unique ones that I think separate us a little bit.
I love it. And you guys have a grand opening coming up, so people can come and check this out for the first time with the public.
Absolutely. June 2nd, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. we'll have an open house. We're going to have bourbon tastings, wine tastings. There'll be a full dessert bar with a donut wall.
Oh, a donut wall!
Yes. And come view our private showcases that we have, and just have a good time and enjoy and see the park that we're in as well.
I mean, I think the main thing that I'm getting from this is that this is not your mom and dad's jewelry store. This is a jewelry store that's kind of taken on a whole modern twist to it. Come drink, get relaxed, learn, and pick out the best thing for you.
Absolutely.
And I know we focused a lot on diamonds today, but you also sell those other gifts. Maybe I'm not ready to get engaged. Maybe I just want to make her shut up and bring her a little present.
Yeah. So we can do sapphires, ruby, emeralds, any gemstone. We do necklaces, bracelets, earrings, all different categories, all different price ranges.
All different price ranges, and you can check them out. And tell them one more time when that grand opening is.
Sunday, June 2nd, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., open house style, and come enjoy the festivities. Come
in, you gotta check it out. It sounds so awesome to me. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Plus, I mean, why not? It's beautiful jewelry, and you can take a drink. Their information is right there up on your screen. You can find them at the Diamond Bar, STL.com. Thank you, Chris, so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
This has been so much fun. And you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.